never listen and only think about themselves, as opposed to women who always listen and never think about themselves. Ooh, I hear you, girl.
True. Critics go crazy for Rachel Bloom and her musical comedy Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, which returns for its third season tonight.
And by all accounts, we're going to get some fun crazy this season. A season theme has been dubbed Fatal Attraction. So this is really going to be ex-girlfriend, and we're going to see really the craziness because she's left at the altar.
Yeah, my character's been left at the altar, and every season has kind of been a different role my characters tried to fit into. You know, oh, I'll be the ingenue, or I'll be like the girl who's just like kind of started in love. And this season she's like, I am Glenn Close. I am exacting my revenge. And so
the
it's
fatal attraction.
Yes, yes. We call it funny fatal attraction. At least
no rabbits in a pot boiling or
worse.
anything.
Well, it's my writing partner said something great, which is that it's almost like she'll try to be Glenn Close in Fatal Attraction and try to boil a bunny, but then look at the bunny, feel sorry for the bunny, so decide to take the bunny home and make the bunny a pet, and then she ends up with just like 50,000 bunnies running around and doesn't know how it happened.
I love seeing the musical number. How many overall have you done? How many musical numbers?
We have just finished shooting our 100th musical number, and every episode has 2 to 4 original musical numbers on it.
That's got to be so difficult because not only are you writing the dialogue of the show, you're creating the musical numbers. Where does all that come from?
It's hard. Well, I co-created the show with Aline Brosh McKenna, who's our showrunner, and so she runs the writer's room, and then I co-write the songs with Jack Dolgen, who's also a writer on the show, and Adam Schlesinger, who's our executive music producer. And so, you know, there's a team of great minds working on it, but it's hard. I mean, it's really... It's really hard.
It's like triple the work. I'm just thinking
it's a lot of work because we have to break an episode and then it's like, oh God, we need songs.
And you're doing like a music video in between the episodes. It sort of goes along with it, right? It's sort of a musical within the show.
I mean, basically, yeah. I mean, every episode has, you know, these musical numbers, and so it could be a musical number, a music video, but so in addition to, you know, shooting an hour-long sitcom or you know dramedy sitcom, we're also doing a musical.
This is great.
And this is the opening number of the episode.
What's this
it's
about?
actually kind of Disney. Yeah. So this is the moment that this is Rebecca's like kind of comic book villain origin story moment, if you will. And this is how the episode opens. And it's a Disney kind of theme number called Where's Rebecca Bunch, where it's like she's the evil witch in a tower becoming the evil witch.
How do you come up with all of this? Do you wake up in the middle of the night just with idea after idea?
Yeah, and it's called insomnia. Yeah, you know, I think that everyone who works on the show, we're all such fans of the things that we are satirizing. I mean, I'm such a musical theater fan. Adam Schlesinger, who you know writes the songs and produces the music, he was in the band Fountains of Wayne. He wrote the song Stacy's Mom. He wrote the song That Thing You Do. Like, and Aline Brosh McKenna, a writer of romantic comedies, and so we all are well versed in the things that we're kind of taking the piss out of. And so, but we're always searching for new genres and like what haven't we covered on the show. It's hard. I'm tired.
Were you one of those? I bet.
To be true,
were you one of those kids growing up though, where you were always making music, like writing your songs?
Yes. When you don't have many friends, you have a lot of time to create and take acting classes and singing classes because you're not getting invited to sleepovers.
Who's laughing now?
Yeah.
Who's laughing now?
If anybody has a sleepover that they'd like to invite me to. No, I had a couple friends. But yeah, I mean, I just really came out of the womb like singing. I was quite annoying. I mean, and then when I got into comedy, finally I was around people who could be like, all right, let's cool it with the singy, dancey, showboat, show pony all the time. And so I think that definitely what I do now is kind of a mix of who I've always been, which is like the theater kid and the comedian who's like, all right, settle down. No one likes that.
At the Emmys, you choreographing and coming up with the Ernst & Young song and dance for them. How did all that come about?
Well, I made it clear I wanted to do something for the Emmys, and I reached out and said, because I knew the head writer of the Emmys, and I said, my writing partners and I on the show would love to write a song for the Emmys. And originally just thought a song that someone else would sing. And Adam Schlesinger has written songs for the Emmys before. And they said, okay, we want you guys to write a song that you'd perform, which blew my mind. I was like, are you sure? I'm not that famous, but okay. And so we got together and brainstormed and came up with this idea of framing the accountants as the best part of the show, like really, really hyping it.
Especially after the Oscar fiasco. They're like,
Exactly.
thank you.
We wanted to take a positive spin on it.
It was genius.
It was so fun. It was so exhilarating. My center mark was literally Oprah.
That's
love
what
it.
you locked
That's
up.
it was when I was rehearsing. They were like, and if you have trouble finding a stage center, front row center, we'll be Oprah.
Did you lock eyes with her?
No, I was like the whole time. If you watch the video of me, the whole time I'm just thinking like, don't look at Oprah.